Yo, welcome to Strangle School. I'm Josh Moody. I got my buddy Mike here, and we're going to be talking about some collar chokes from the closed guard today. We're going to start with a cross collar or an X choke. We're going to defend that, and then we're going to hit one of my favorite and sneakiest submissions of all time, the baseball choke. Check it out.
We got Mike in closed guard, and I want to get inside of his lapels. So if they're like pulled nice and tight, I'll just come up and I'll whoop, pull them. Whoop, just get a little bit of space in there. The more space, the better. So sometimes you might have to like really shake it, but the looser these are, the easier it's going to be to slip inside of them. Now, I want to take my hand, I want to slip it all the way inside of his collar. Deep. That's not deep enough, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pull my knees to my chest. Actually, I'm going to pull my knees to my right shoulder because I want to bring his head over there so I can get even deeper in this. So as I start to grab in here, I'm going to use my knees to pull him forward. Okay, my knees to my chest is going to give me access to a tighter grip. It is not going to be my hand pulling because then I'm not going to be able to move my hand. That's going to be the thing keeping him there. So I set my hand in place, I pull him in close, and I slide my hand behind his neck. Now when he goes to build his base back up, I'm going to bring my opposite arm underneath that first arm that I set, and I slip it inside of his lapel. Okay? I'm trying to touch my fingers together behind his neck. If I can do that, you see how small the space for his neck fits between my hands? Then when I lock my grip and I curl, ooh, this is nasty tight. Nasty tight. So I get that hand inside of his lapel, I pull him to the side so I can get deeper, and as he builds his base back up, I slip my hand under the other lapel. I always come under my hand, not over my hand, because now you see I'm in front of his face. I'm not going to be underneath his chin. Okay? I can keep this super low and I can sneak right in there. Okay? And that's going to make sure that I stay underneath his chin over there. If my fingers can touch behind his neck, that's a good sign. Now I'm going to bring my elbows to the floor, and I'm going to bring my face up to him. So my elbows come to the floor. My elbows don't go wide. My elbows come to the floor. My face comes up to him, and I'm going to curl my wrists to my face. Elbows to the floor. Sit up to him. Curl your wrists to your face. So I get a grip, I open that lapel up, I set my grip a little bit, I pull him in close to get it even tighter. As he builds his way back up, I sneak my hand under the other lapel. Okay, I'm trying to grab as deep behind as I can. I pull elbows to the floor, I pull cheek to cheek, and I curl my wrists for a super tight cross collar choke.
So one of the easiest ways to defend this submission is actually just to answer the phone. Or comb your hair, both ways work. So when Mike goes and sets that grip, oh snap, that's so tight. Oh, and he got that second one in. I'm going to sleep, guys. This is going to be terrible for me. Oh my God. Right? I'm going to come over the bottom arm. I come over the bottom arm. I'm going to come under the top arm, and I'm going to put my hand on my ear, like I'm answering a phone. Okay? I'm going to use my elbow to pick his elbow up, and I'm going to bring my head right back through the hole. Okay? I'll go two hands to one. I lean back and pop his grips off, because I don't just want to hang out there with him having free grips. Okay? So even if he just sets one hand, go ahead, set one hand. I answer the phone, and I get my hand out, and I get my head out. Okay? As soon as that grip comes to you, as soon as you see that grip get nice and deep on your collar, I can't have that shit. I come under that arm. Now his forearm is not on my neck. That arm is not going to choke me anymore. No matter what he does with that arm, until he clears my arm, he's not choking me. Okay? I pick my elbow up to make some space, and my head follows my elbow out through the hole. I can start to build my posture back up. I get a grip on his hand, whatever grip system you need. I tend to just use two hands on the wrist. As I lean back, I push. Okay? I'll pin his hand on the floor, blah, blah, blah. I'll do all my other stuff. Okay? But that's how I'm going to defend that cross collar choke. As soon as it comes in, I'm going to answer the phone. Unfortunately, also have a fail-safe for when they do that.
So I put that first grip in, super deep, and Mike answers the phone, he gets his head out of position. Oh, snap. That's gonna be a problem. Okay. Alright, so let's derail for 1 second, and then we're gonna hop right back to where we were. I pull these lapels open. I'm gonna, instead of putting my hand across his neck, I'm gonna bring my hand to the straight grip. Palm up, straight grip on the collar instead of cross grip on the collar. So I go straight grip on the collar, as deep as I can get it, and I'm gonna bring my other hand, straight grip, palm down. And I'm gonna poke my hand with my thumb behind his neck. So I reach in, I grab one collar. I might even pull him into me. And then I poke my hand with my thumb, and I set a grip behind his neck. Okay? It's like I'm holding a baseball bat or a katana for you weeaboos. I grab the lapel. I got a thumb space between my hands. I found that's the right amount of space for his arm. Personally, or for his neck. Personally, I touch my thumb to my hand, and then I create just a little bit of space, and I found that's the right distance for my baseball grip. You might want a little bit less than a thumb. You might need way more than a thumb. But I found the thumb is a good, nice starting reference point, and then you'll kind of figure it out from there. 4 fingers in, I reach behind the neck, thumb in, my thumb touches his hand, I lock a baseball grip, and now I am going to shrimp away from the hand that's palm up. I'll even drop his leg and start encouraging him to pass my guard. As he passes my guard, I'm going to start to run my feet away, and my arms begin to cross. And I'm going to lay all the way on my side. And what you see here is I've got one arm that's on his neck here, and the other arm is behind his neck here. Okay? Might posture up. You see the V in front of his neck that my arms are forming? I am going to drive my wrists in opposite directions. I rotate my wrists outwards. I want to keep the hand that's palm down straight, and I drive the bent arm to the other elbow as I curl these wrists. So I turn away, I drive my elbow, I try and straighten that elbow, and I curl my wrists. So, baseball choke. I set my 4 fingers in, I set my second hand in, I can thumb the meat of my hand, maybe I'll make a little more space than that. Now I'm going to shrimp out, and I'm going to let him pass my guard. Boom, I'll even knock him off balance a little bit. Look, I'm going to start running my feet in a circle. Even if I stay flat on my back here, twisting is creating an X in front of him. I'm creating that V in front of his chin that I always talk about. Whenever I try and strangle somebody, I have to remember my target. My chin forms a V. My target forms a V. I need to choke you with a V. Or an X. We'll kind of forever. So let's say I start going for that cross collar choke, and Mike answers the phone. What has he done? He just took my cross grip and turned it into a straight grip. Well then, I think I'll stick that other hand on the other side. I'll poke my own thumb. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'll poke my own hand with my thumb to set my distance. I'll shrimp out. Okay, and I try and scissor sweat. He knocked past that guard. Look, I start running in a circle, and I try and face away from him. If he takes your back, this gets even stronger. Don't worry about it. You set that grip, and you forget about everything else. Curl your wrists in opposite directions, drive that elbow up, and pull the other elbow down. For your baseball choke.
Thanks for swinging through Strangle School. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. This time and every time, thank you for being here.